I came from Balochistan, and it's in Pakistan. So politically things are not really stable at the moment, and it wasn't before. And so the higher education, we have like good universities back home in Pakistan, but it's very hard to get into those universities because of the competition. So the best thing and the safest thing for me and my family, my siblings, were to come here and for education. So my parents sent us over here, and so it was 15 years or 20 years ago. So we all of us are graduated and we are in jobs. My sister is a doctor and my other three brothers are engineers. And I'm here as a trainee solicitor at the moment. Finding a job was a very difficult process over here. Even though I was qualified, I didn't have the experience, and I could not get an experience because of my visa. So wherever I used to go, they used to say, "We don't know if you're going to stay enough in this organization, and we do not want to waste our time." I'll just give you an example where. One of my siblings, he went for an interview, and that's like after his degree from UCL, and that's like a very renowned university. So as soon as the lady saw the passport, her first reaction was like, "I'm so sorry, you just have to leave this now because you don't have the valid visa." So after waiting for 5 or 10 minutes, he was told to go away because his visa status is not right. So it was really hard. It was, and then after getting the national, now that we have British visa at the moment, so we found job. The process of naturalization, what it took. It's obviously it's very expensive, so you need to pay for the application forms, and you need to pay like for a good solicitor in order to do your application forms. So it's very expensive, and it is time consuming as well. So once you get your ILR, the first thing we did is just we didn't have to apply for visa in order to visit different Europe countries. So we were like traveling everywhere afterwards, and then it's much easier now. We feel as a British national now. I know I have a right to vote, and I have voted, but I think the most important thing in this community is helping people, and people at the moment. When you will speak to them that have you voted or which party are you going to vote, and have you got any rights to vote, they would not think about that, because their problems are immediate problems are their family, how to survive here, how to get benefit, how to get food in their house, and how to solve problems. There are like so many problems that they're so frustrated that they will not think of, if I vote this person, then my situation will change. That situation will not change in 5 or 10 minutes. What I think is just Ealing Equality Council and us working with Ealing Equality Council. Our best interest is to help people and assist them in the right direction. Ealing Equality Council is a humanitarian organisation, and what we do, we help people from different ethnic background, and we give them 15 minutes of free legal advice. We've been here for more than 50 years, and we have quite a list of people coming in for help, and we have achieved that satisfactorily. Obviously, when you work in a voluntary organisation, you just achieve a lot of things, and it's just you're satisfied so much. if you bring like one smile on one client's face, you just feel that you've just achieved like $1 million and in the best interest of all these people in the community, and then having that satisfaction that I have changed, or I mean, change is a very huge word, but I have helped someone, and going to bed and thinking that I've put a smile in their families' faces, and maybe I've put food in their somehow. But if you meet a welfare department or like any other assistance that you give, it's more rewarding on EU. Like that's one of the category that we are focusing on right at the moment. The way that we help is we kind of refer them to migrant service, or we work with migrant and refugee advice team. They come in and they give advice, and they usually come in to ask what kind of help they can get in order to leave UK, because either they don't have enough expense to pay for the tickets, or what other ways they can get get help in order to stay in UK for a short term, or to nationalize, to get nationality over here. And so we do encounter with a lot of non-EU migrant on I would say that daily basis now. The kind of help that they want is to find out ways in order to go from UK to their home country, because they've sold half of their assets to come over here in UK. So our main aim is to assist them and direct them to the right organization in order to help them out. And I mean, they do come here for nationality advice as well, but as you know that to give immigration advice, you need to be qualified to give immigration advice. So we do refer them to different immigration organization, or people who volunteer with us, like immigration judge. We kind of refer them to them. A lot of clients that they come in, they come from Middle East countries. And one of the clients that came in she was from Syria. And before the conflict in Syria, they were a really rich family, and they had like house over here, and they still have the house. And they went back to Syria, and because of this conflict and the horror that this family went through, they came in to see me, saying that, is there any help? Because at the moment they did have the house, but they didn't have any expense, because when they come in, they apply for asylum. It takes time. It takes it shouldn't take that long, but sometimes it takes like a year, and then they're not allowed to work or anything like that. So, which they are not even aware of certain things, that what they can do or what they cannot do. So we kind of assisted them. We spoke to the migrant service, and then they told me that you have to speak to RSPC, and you have to speak to people, you have to speak to the immigration department. They're not entitled to get any benefits or help because they have an asset, which is the house, and this family did not want to lose the house, because that was the only mean to live in that, and they didn't want to become homeless or anything.